Today we're checking out my highest kill solo arena win of the season. I'm hoping this will help you guys learn to end fights a little bit faster. Let's hop right into it. It starts out with me landing at faulty splits. This is my go-to when I'm trying to drop a high kill win. But anvil is another really hot spot. But listen, you don't need to land at a crazy location like this to drop a lot of kills. Only if you're trying to go insanely crazy. If you remember my last W key video, whenever I land hot, I try to go for a really quick kill before people get kitted. That's what I did there, and then I get healthy with barrels right after. There's a fight going on over here, so I figure these people are going to be pretty distracted and I can get a quick kill. Sure enough, it was free. He was fully distracted. Obviously, he was shooting at somebody, so I gotta get ready for that person to push up right away. I know I have more mats than this guy, so I'm just full building, full piece controlling, trying to get up in his face and full box. The main thing I'm trying to avoid is letting him run into my box. I need to be the one to get the first shot. Once I get that first shot, I immediately just go to 50-50, which just means I open a big edit and I bloom fight him. I just take my shots. I end up winning that fight with max HP. But at this location, there's always another third party pushing up. So I immediately just start crouch walking, trying to get a sneak attack on this guy. I managed to get a shot off, but he immediately runs away. I want that hammer, so I'm gonna follow him up. Turns out little bro was camping in a tree for some reason. By the time I find him, his hammer is recharged. He starts running away again, so I keep chasing. And then he goes to a dumpster. Like, bro, I don't know what is going on. But I got my hammer, that's all that matters. As soon as I get a hammer, I start looking for my next fight. I push up here and believe it or not, there's another person camping in a tree. I don't think I've ever been in a game where there's two people camping in trees off spawn. But I chased him down and it was just the easiest full box. When I'm piecing him here, notice how I drag the cone over first. That way if he tried to ramp up, I get him stuck there. Now you may be thinking this has just been a bunch of easy fights so far, and yeah, it has. The next one, I literally just found him standing on my floor, so I drop him down, kill him. And then the next guy is literally a banana who's crouch walking on me, and yeah, I kill him too. But now it's time to get into the real fights. To start this fight, he's walking on my cone, and I figure he's gonna try to go up. So I try to get that wall, edit a window in the wall, and get a cone over top of him before he can do that. I go for that play a lot where I place a wall and two ramps, one above me and one below me. You can use this in so many different situations, and it's really good for piece controlling one layer up. We end up trading damage, but immediately after I notice him going off to the side. Now remember what I said earlier, dragging cones first while piece controlling, that's what I do here, and I almost get him killed here, 80 white. At this point I'm not the healthiest, but I still have a crazy health advantage. What I do is I try to bait him to drop me down here, and as soon as he tries to, I'm gonna spray through the floor and cone and place a ramp in his box. It works out perfect. I knew he was gonna go for that. As soon as I'm in his box, I just wait to see what he's doing. When I see him trying to run away, I just edit and kill him. I'm gonna be honest, I never thought to sit on a floor and cone like that to bait them to drop me, but it's kind of IQ. Now I have 8 kills at this point, but there's still more people here. The spot is crazy. To initiate this fight, I wanna know exactly where he is in this building, and then I'm gonna hammer him down and I'll take the high ground and start pressuring. I do that to start a lot of fights because it puts you in the alpha position right away. This guy was literally just spraying into my box, so I let him and place a ramp over him and walls around him. Now I have him full trapped. I set up a peek from the outside, but he counter peeks it and does so much damage. Nevertheless, if you have someone trying to spray in your box, that's a good way to counter it. Just set up a better peek. Somebody starts pushing me while I'm weak here, but I just make boxes until I'm able to get my heals off. Once I'm healthy, I wait for him to pressure a wall. Usually when people are third partying, they're gonna play overly aggressive, and that's exactly what this guy does. Now when I tell you this guy got full pooped on, I mean full pooped on. Let me show you a crazy strat I use here. At this point in the fight, he has a cone over top of me and I have the floor. A lot of times they're going to try to pressure from above, edit that cone, and start whacking on your floor. I wait until they edit the cone and I edit the back tile of my floor and take a Martaz peek shot just like this. It works all the time, bro, I'm telling you. Anytime I take that peek, I build walls after, that way I can piece control through just like I did there. It's an advanced move, but it's really not that hard to do once you understand how to do it. After this, I push over to Anvil because that's the other hotspot on the map where a lot of players fight. There were 2 players on top of buildings in Anvil here, so I wait until they fight, and that's when I hammer up and start to fight with them. A lot of times in this situation, I'll go for a quick edit course like I did here, but this time it failed. I took damage, so I just base up and heal, and I wait for them to start fighting again. They fought literally directly under me, and I was just able to third-party clean that up really easily. When there's 3 players in a fight, you should play a little bit patient, wait for the opportunity to come to you. If you're patient enough, you can oftentimes become the third party just like I did there. Another guy pushes up real quick, and I get a little tap fire damage on him, but I don't have much info on him yet, so I'm playing a little bit back. Notice how when I triple edit up and place a cone over him, I don't like run up and full jump in his box because I don't know how healthy he is or anything like that. I take a peek from far away, I get a big shot, and then I push forward when I know I have a health advantage. This guy was smart though, he took a quick peek when I wasn't expecting it. That forces me to go heal so he can get heals off as well. At this point in the fight, he's in a ton of boxes. I don't know exactly where he is, so I'm very carefully smacking at cones and floors. Eventually, he hammers up, I get the health advantage, and I'm on the aggression again. The craziest thing happens right here. He catches me in the cone. Whenever I get coned, I try to break out of that cone as quick as possible, and in this situation, I was trying to get in his face because I had a health advantage. He ends up just leaving the box to go heal before I could get out. He has 2 boxes here and the wall is open in between, so I claim that wall through this wall. So many people don't know you can just place builds through builds if you look slightly to the left. After I get that wall, I literally just wide open it and try to 50-50 because we're in the storm, we need to end this fight. When I'm pushing out of the storm here, there's somebody holding me. I get a little health advantage to start, a little bit more when I fly in, and now I'm trying to pressure before he can get some heals off. I place a ramp in his box to start this pressure, but I didn't notice his back wall was open. I could have placed the wall and the ramp at the same time and ended the fight right there, but he slipped out and he flew away. I chase after him, and while I'm pressuring his box, I'm pressuring from the left side, so that gives me a right-hand peek on his wall. I'm slowly pickaxing the wall, waiting for him to make an edit on me, but he's not making any plays. So I place a ramp in his box and then go off to the side, hoping he'll edit out the side to escape. But he just ends up hammering away. I get a bigger health advantage, but he's still alive. I keep on chasing him. He actually hits me pretty hard here. I was sleeping. And then eventually he just edits on me and I kill him. The whole time I was kind of just trying to bait him into making a play on me because I knew he was weak. You can see at the end, I pickaxe his wall once, pull out my shotgun, he edits on me. Next fight, I go for the hammer play. Doing this on natural structures is so good. People don't see it coming. Just an instant end to the fight. I caught the next dude lacking, got a crazy health advantage. His instinct was to crank away up to the sky, and I just kept going for side jumps until I hit him. He was leaving a lot of his side walls open and angles open, which is why I went for side jumps instead of piece control. Now this next guy was hammering towards me, definitely an aggressive player. I get some tags before he gets up close, but I stop shooting and build before he can shoot me with his pump. I was playing really bad at the start of this fight. There's nothing to learn from it, so we're skipping ahead to the end of it. We're both pretty low on mats at this point. I'm a little bit weak. He's pressuring me. I almost always go for a pre-fire in this situation. I just time it based on when he's swinging his pickaxe. I knew the wall was one shot, so when he breaks the wall, that last swing, I shoot, and I got a big hit. You need to make sure you have something in your box when you're going for a pre-fire though, otherwise they're gonna get a ramp over you and probably kill you. Now that I have a health advantage, I just hammer up to height, go for a shot to finish it, but it still doesn't kill him. But he was out of mats, so when I went to pressure, he was literally just standing in the open, and I managed to get the kill. This fight was terrible, I'm not gonna lie. The only good part was the pre-fire. At this point, there's still 6 players up going into moving zone. I don't have the most mats here, so I can't just push whoever I want. I base up and start looking around for the right push. I push this player on the edge of the zone because I can pressure from the back of his box. There's nobody behind him, so if I pressure from back there, I'm not at risk of getting lobby focused. There was no noise going on, so it's very likely that everybody else would spray at his walls, but not mine because I'm behind him. If you're gonna fight at this point in the game, you gotta do it right. Now I have everything I need for the moving zones, and I just play hammer rotates and go for kills along the way. This definitely was a weird game filled with a lot of weird fights, but that's kind of what Arena is half the time. So I thought I'd make a video on this, and hopefully it helps some of you out. Now at this point, it's a 1v1 for my first 20 bomb of the season, but I kid you not, this fight was intense. I do some nice retakes here to get the high ground. You can see I did that cone drag method I talked about earlier right here. I probably could have gotten him full box there, but I took the high ground instead. Now at this point, I feel like I did this perfectly, but look how much damage he does to me on this counter peek. He did like 170 on that left hand peek. This guy is a menace. The final moments of this fight are tense, bro. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.